Plant FAQs. Peperomia albovittata. What is Peperomia albovittata? Hi, Ferbu here, and today we're diving into the delightful world of Peperomia albovittata, also known as the rippled radiance or frog peperomia. This little charmer has stolen the hearts of plant enthusiasts with its plump, textured leaves and fuss-free care requirements. Whether you're a seasoned plant parent or a curious newbie, this guide will equip you with everything you need to know to keep your Peperomia albovittata thriving. See more 1424 species in genus Peperomia at monsteraholic.com. Light. Finding the perfect spot for your rippled radiance. Imagine your Peperomia albovittata basking in the dappled sunlight of a rainforest clearing. That's the ideal light situation. Bright, indirect light is key. Direct sun can scorch the delicate leaves, so avoid south-facing windows. East or west-facing windows with sheer curtains are perfect. If your home leans towards the shady side, don't despair. Peperomia albovittata can tolerate medium light, but growth might be slower. Tip: rotate your plant regularly to ensure even growth. Watering. Keeping the balance for happy roots. Think of watering your Peperomia albovittata like giving it a refreshing drink, not a drenching shower. The key is to allow the top inch of soil to dry out completely between waterings. Overwatering is a common enemy, leading to root rot. Here's a handy trick: stick your finger into the soil. If it feels dry to the first knuckle, it's watering time. Use filtered or rainwater whenever possible to avoid mineral buildup that can damage the leaves. Tip: during winter when growth slows, water even less frequently. Soil, the foundation for a healthy plant. Peperomia albovittata thrives in a well-draining, airy potting mix. Standard potting soil that retains too much moisture can be a recipe for disaster. Consider mixing regular potting soil with perlite or orchid bark for optimal drainage. Tip: opt for a pot with drainage holes to prevent waterlogging. Humidity, mimicking the rainforest, without the mugginess. While Peperomia albovittata doesn't require super high humidity levels, it does appreciate a boost, especially during the dry winter months. Here are some ways to create a more humid environment. Grouping plants together. Plants naturally transpire moisture, creating a mini-humid microclimate. Pebble tray method. Place your pot on a tray filled with pebbles and water level below the pot. Regular misting. Use a mister to lightly dampen the leaves, but avoid overdoing it, as this can encourage fungal diseases. Tip: if you notice brown, crispy leaf edges, it might be a sign of low humidity. Feeding, a light snack for steady growth. Peperomia albovittata isn't a heavy feeder. A balanced, diluted liquid fertilizer applied once a month during the spring and summer is sufficient. During fall and winter, feeding can be stopped altogether. Tip: less is always more when it comes to fertilizing. Excess fertilizer salts can damage the roots. Common issues and how to fix them. Drooping leaves. This usually indicates underwatering. Give your plant a thorough drink and adjust your watering schedule. Brown or yellowing leaves. This can be caused by overwatering, sunburn, or lack of nutrients. Check the soil moisture and adjust your watering habits. Remove any burnt leaves and consider fertilizing during the growing season. Pest problems. Peperomia albovittata is generally pest-resistant, but occasional mealybugs or fungus gnats might appear. Isolate the plant and treat it with insecticidal soap or neem oil. Tip: regularly inspect your plant for signs of pests or diseases to address them promptly. Propagating your Peperomia albovittata, sharing the rippled radiance. Peperomia albovittata is easy to propagate, making it a great way to share the love with fellow plant enthusiasts. Here are 2 common methods. Leaf cuttings. Take a healthy leaf with a short stem and plant it in a pot with moist, well-draining soil. Keep the soil moist and provide warmth and indirect light. New growth should appear in a few weeks. Stem cuttings. Cut a stem with a few nodes and plant it similarly to leaf cuttings. Tip: patience is key during propagation. Don't expect instant results. In conclusion, Peperomia albovittata stands out with its unique, rippled leaves and compact size. Its easy care requirements make it a perfect choice for plant beginners and busy plant parents alike. Whether you display it on a windowsill, shelf, or terrarium, this little gem is sure to add a touch of vibrancy to your indoor space. So, are you ready to welcome the Peperomia albovittata into your plant family? With a little care and attention, this charming little plant will reward you with its beauty for years to come.